This is Alana again. Just to remind everyone, I like to give a quick update on where my placement is, just in case you guys forget, just because there's so many of us doing different types of things for our placement. So I'm doing my field placement again at Gateway to Success. It's a behavioral outpatient agency that provides group therapy and individual therapy services to people of the populations of domestic violence, mental health, and substance abuse. And also a great proportion of our clientele are people who are on parole or probation. They're required to be there based on substance abuse issues, domestic violence, and stuff like that. Or, they just got out of prison and it's required. One of the things their probation officer makes them do. We definitely have a lot of people in our classes for that. There are some that want to be there also, that they're people who, came to us. They weren't referred by anyone. So I guess I'll kind of talk about what I've been doing. The last couple weeks I continue to sit in on groups and assessments and stuff like that. And I'm really interested in the clinical aspect of social work, like group therapy. Well, the last couple of weeks, one of the clinicians who usually does a group on Wednesdays called Thinking Matters, Wednesday nights, has been out for the last couple of weeks, and I think we'll be returning next week. So I've been facilitating that one. There's also been another clinician helping me out with that one, just in case, since I am new and I'm just an intern. And so she's kind of co-facilitates that with me, but kind of lets me take the lead. And so basically, Thinking Matters is a class really heavily involved with CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy, which I love. And the many different types of individuals who take that class. There are people who are in substance abuse, domestic violence, maybe some mental health, or people that have been in trouble. The main premise of the class is just basically teaching people how to think before they act. A lot of the people in these classes with substance abuse issues and domestic violence, they have a trouble with, they just think on emotion. They don't really, try to replace their negative or distorted thinking with positive thoughts. They don't really have a good variety of coping skills that they use or anything like that, or their coping skills have been, turning to drugs or alcohol and stuff like that. So just teaching them different stuff like that, changing their thoughts, replacing their negative thinking, developing coping skills and stuff like that. So it's a really good class and I really enjoy it. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so basically what I've been doing is utilizing a lot of CBT skills, just, different activities, role playing and stuff like that. And actually, what I was wanting to ask you guys, Janet in our class kind of influenced me because she did that awesome video on boundaries, and where she kind of asked us what our opinion, what we would do if we were in her type of situation, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to be as creative as I can because I don't want to make these classes boring. Many of the clinicians at Gateway to Success, they do follow the book, but they reference it and use it more as a guide rather than going through the book very structurally and strictly, because they say you tend to lose people if the groups aren't at least somewhat exciting with different activities. If you just go directly from the book, reading from the book and stuff, a lot of the people tend to zone out or not participate as much. So I was just kind of wanting to see if there's any type of CBT type of activities that you guys can think of that would kind of help me out. I have wrote down a lot of stuff and looked up different videos to show the groups and things like that, but sometimes sitting in on the same groups I've been sitting in on the past couple weeks and stuff like that, you kind of get to the point where you're like, I need some more outside input. So if you guys could maybe just help me out a little bit, or just give me a few ideas. But other than that, I do have a lot of ideas I've been researching, and I'll continue to research different activities and different lessons and stuff to go over, because I actually really like doing that and researching and stuff like that. So, but I hope you guys have a good week, and I'd love to hear back from you. Thank you. Bye.